there, you loose units, and welcome back to another episode of Spicy Boy Reviews. I'm, of course, your host, Andrew Iles. Hope you've been looking after yourselves, looking after each other, pulling your heads in and all that jazz. Here we are for another episode. October is over, Halloween is done, or is it? So today we're going to review a Halloween film, that's right, it's none other than Halloween Kills. Michael Myers is back, baby, and this time he's looking to kill more people in Haddonfield. So, pretty much what he's always done. How did he get out of the basement? What happened to Laurie Strode? How many times do people have to say how evil Michael is? Well, get ready to continue the gore fest in Halloween Kills. And that's a synopsis for Halloween Kills. Yes, the long-awaited sequel to the 2018 film entitled Halloween. That's right, this is directed by David Gordon Green, who directed the previous installment in 2018. And yes, this is absolutely a continuation, not just based in the same night as the first film, but also the look of the film, the way it's shot, the lighting, and all that jazz. As mentioned, this is the sequel to the 2018 film that was just entitled Halloween, which is not to be mistaken with the original Halloween movie by the same name, released in 1978, or the Rob Zombie remake in 2017, also named simply Halloween, which also had a sequel of its own in 2009 called Halloween 2, not to be mistaken with the sequel to the 1978 film titled Halloween 2 that was released in 1981. Savvy? Good, we're up to date. We open the film on a flashback to 1978 on a scene that was obviously cut or never filmed, written, or even in the original film, but to set up sort of something that's a little bit of a reveal later on in the film. Don't know if it was needed, but we've got to go back to 1978 original film because nostalgia. We get a posthumous cameo by Dr. Loomis here, although the voice wasn't 100% accurate, the CGI absolutely was on point. It looked like Donald Pleasance. It was perfect. Then, of course, we jump straight into 2018 on the same night of the first film, and away we go. And this film pulling a Halloween 2 like Halloween 2 did. I don't know, take your pick which one. Michael Myers continues his killing spree in Haddonfield on Halloween night, that's right, and the town folk are having none of it. You know, they're sick of it. They're up to here with Michael Myers mucking around. So they're led on a Frankenstein's monsters type of witch hunt here with, pitchforks and torches and all led by Anthony Michael Hall. And looking at Anthony Michael Hall these days, I tell you what, he's really aged into an absolute badass. You look at his later films, you know. He's gone from Breakfast Club to I'll beat you over the head with a club. We also get a lovely cameo from a couple of Halloween alumni from the first film. We have Kyle Richards, Nancy Stevens, and Charles Cyphers. We all know that Michael Myers has an absolute stiffy for killing people, and here, no one is safe in this movie. More so than the previous ones, I have to say. He goes after everyone, firemen, the elderly, middle-aged gay couples. It's almost like Michael Myers is a metaphor for the government and how it treats that demographic. I also like the mask in this film as well, how it's like slightly burnt from the aftermath of the house fire at the end of the climax of the 2018 film. I like it. It makes it look grittier and creepier than just the plain white mask. Now, if you're expecting Laurie Strode to rock up and go head-to-head with Michael having a bit of a showdown, you'll be disappointed. Good old Laurie Strode's only rocks up about an hour into the film, and when she's there, she does fuck all. I suppose they're saving that showdown for the third film, which has been announced. We all know it's coming, and it's going to be epically climactic indeed. We all know what we're seeing this film for. It's to see Michael Myers kill some people. Straight up slasher gore fest. And we do get that. We do. I have to say, some of the kills are pretty bloody brutal and creative, to say the least. A couple of them were released in the trailer, so you already know what's going to happen. But, it sort of seemed far and few between. There was some awesome kills, but then we get this like little angry mob side plot that felt like it bogged the film down. But yeah, if you're going in for a slasher film, you're going to get it, just not a lot of it. What are you going to do with Michael Myers at this point? What are we up to? Film number 12 now, and people just want to see him kill some shit. You're going to get it, but and it's good when it happens, but it's sort of sprinkled out. I think the fan base would have an aneurysm if you tried to do something a little bit quirky and weird with the character. I mean, look what happened to the other films that tried to stray away from the path. yeah, the angry mob side plot here, the whole town folk of Haddonfield going after Michael Myers, just felt like it bogged the film down. It felt pointless, and it felt like it went nowhere. For what the scenario is, the Haddonfield folk have had enough of Michael Myers, and they go after an angry mob, and they end up going after a suspected maskless Michael Myers, or who they think is Michael Myers, and it ends up really sad and tragic. It could be a metaphor for like the bullying culture, or cancel culture, if you will, a social commentary on that, which is fine, I guess, but again, it just bogs the film down and was sort of irrelevant and wasn't really needed. Possibly a little heavy-handed too. One character, after the tragedy happens, one character saying, "Who are the real monsters here? Us or Michael Myers?" As subtle as a sledgehammer. But all in all, it just honestly felt like time filler. And I'm going to bring up as well, coming from a character and writer point of view, what is Michael Myers' motivation? I know some people don't give it two tosses about it, but I do. Like, we're up to, film 12 now. What's his motivation? Everyone just keeps saying it's because he's pure evil, and honestly, I hate that reasoning. I always have in all the films. It feels like a cop-out to me, that he's pure evil, that's why he does it. I mean, think about someone like Ed Gein, for instance, who I think was absolute pure evil, not just because he killed people, but because he tortured them mentally and physically, and obviously got a rise out of it, and, got some excitement out of it before killing them. That's pure evil, sort of toying with people as you're going to kill them and stuff. But Michael Myers doesn't feel like that. It feels like he's just a killing machine, like a cyborg, if you will. He kills because he has to. It's also incredibly frustrating in this film how the town folk, if they're trying to shoot Michael Myers or kill him, they're really incompetent at it and bad. It's horrible. I mean, this film is based in America. Aren't you guys good at that shit? Remember the classic Halloween score that we all love? Oh yeah, you're going to get it in the opening credits, of course, you have to. And then 10 minutes before the end, and that's it, which was actually disappointing because I was really hanging out to hear the score more often. This film, obviously, it feels like a bridge film to the third installment. Kind of like what Jurassic World was, the second Jurassic World. Just feels like a bridge to the third film. And just like, chuck it in there and then we'll get to the big showdown later. Yeah. And after what happens to Michael Myers at the climax to this film, no spoilers, but like, how is this guy still alive? I think there's an explanation. It's because he's pure evil. Get fucked! Honestly, that's your reasoning why he's still alive? I mean, Jesus, I'm pretty sure that bloody Ted Bundy was pure evil too, but after he was... he wasn't coming back. I mean, Michael Myers just keeps coming back. I mean, who is he? Vigo the Carpathian? Like I said, the evil thing is a cop-out for me. Never liked it as a reason. But I guess it's what people want. It's what they prefer. It's sort of canon. It's the motivation for Michael. Whatever. People just want to see him kill some people and go up straight up slasher. I mean, the reason he's still alive is not because of voodoo or witchcraft or anything like that. Yeah, Halloween Kills, not as good as the previous film, 2018, but a bridge film, and it feels like that too. The kills were good. It was awesome, nice gory fun. I actually winced a couple of times, but yeah, the mob plot really bogged it down. It's just sort of pointless in a way. It feels like it's a placeholder for Halloween fans this time of year to time over until the third film comes out. But at the end of this film, they're obviously setting up the big climax for the third film, and next time it's going to be personal. More personal. Anyway, guys, that's my review for Halloween Kills. It was okay. I was actually expecting a little bit more, because I really liked the 2018 film, but yeah, it looks the same. It's obviously a continuation, and it's pulling a Halloween 2 to what Halloween 2 did to the 1978 film. No, not that one. Yeah, that one. Yeah, guys, write down below, what is your favourite Halloween film? As I said, there's bloody 12 of them now, so yeah, let me know, and yeah, cool. And of course, if you made it this far into the episode, give us a like, because your love and support keeps us going, because we love movies, and I assume you do too. And of course, hit that subscribe icon, because we give out episodes weekly, and we'll see you next week for the next review, and until then, stay spooky, kids.